Yeah. Yeah. In the house.
Yo yo, it's Halloweenage. Happy Halloweenage, everybody. Yeah, it's
Yo, yo. Big
October
yo.
31st, 10 o'clock at night, 2022. I was at this government function on Saturday. It was a bit of a trip. Anybody that's involved in government is a parasite, and it was like a They Live
Yeah.
episode for
Get
me.
back to that. This shit is criminal. Criminal.
Yeah, they're criminals, man.
They're gonna get their head shot.
Anyways, there, and I met the
They're dead. They're dead.
president of Hungary on Saturday. Caitlin Novak, because she's the first female president in Hungary history, in Hungarian history, and it was
They're gonna die. They're gonna die.
the Hungarian uh, end of the October is now officially in Ontario Hungary month. So there was a big celebration there, and Doug Ford was supposed to show up, and he didn't. And the reason why I actually went there was because I got a tip that Doug was going to be there, and it was going to be 30 RCMP showing up, and it was going to be kind of a. I thought there was going to be a bit of a protest there, and there was nobody there. I showed up, and I was one of the primary photographers that was there, and actually got in for nothing. Um, I didn't pay to get in, and it was like $150 a plate, and it was a big gala. It was a big gala on Saturday. Um, at the um, Saturday night was a big gala there at the Baldwin uh, Manor, right? And it was really kind of a they live situation for me because they're all wearing tuxedos and all these fancy suits and ties and all these gowns, and a lot of people were dressed up in Hungarian style. It was kind of like a situation where I met the president of Hungary, and there was a very Catholic atmosphere there. And I noticed. I think there was I think it was a Catholic bishop there. I think there was. I got the feeling there was a few Jesuits kicking around. Just my spidey senses, and I'm sort of pretty clever. There was a couple of Knights of Malta there, um, and they actually presented a an award, which was a Knights of Malta cross, some sort of a service cross that this guy got, and the president of Hungary presented it to the chap that got it. I don't know his name because I just I'm a fly on the wall sort of thing. So I filmed everything I could and basically hightailed it out of there. Doug Ford didn't show up, so that was kind of a I don't know. They must have known that. I mean, I guess the social media that we were picking up on didn't get that tip. Anyhow, neither here nor there. Um, yeah, it's just I was there filming, and it was kind of strange because I mean I felt like Roddy Piper when you could actually see the faces behind the masks sort of thing, and it was the Hungarian president was pro Ukraine, and that kind of set back me a bit because of what I am aware of. And anyway, this the whole thing was kind of like a bit of a mind job. I was in there. I was spiritually tough. I work on a lot of different other things. I just went in there and did some filming. Like I said, I was just getting some footage because I thought Doug Ford was going to show up, and which he didn't. But oh well, so bad. It's too bad, so sad, sort of thing. And then, well, it's been a Halloween weekend, and the people in my neighborhood are already half spun out. I mean, I live in an open air insane asylum. Half the people are still wearing a face diaper, and it's coming up on 3 years of this stupidness. I haven't been down to Queen's Park in probably a month now. I know all these protests and stuff are controlled. You know, um, Last time I was down there was for the Worldwide Freedom Rally down there, and I set up 80 flags, and I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I get down there for 8:30, and I haul the stuff down there on the subway myself, and I set out all flags, and I only have these bullshit politicians and grifters from the Bitcoin crowd, from all these groups and stuff. Pushing bullshit, Maxime Bernier, and then he speaks there, and he does this blah 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 blah, and then he goes over to Christy Pitts, and he blah 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 blah. What the hell? They're all in the circuit together. Anyway, so I did all that, and then I realized, nah, man. I mean, after all the footage I've got, the amount of times I've been to Ottawa, the amount of times I've been to Montreal and all over Ontario, and the footage I've got, I can see it. Anyway, the Ottawa thing was a grifter show, and this is where I was saying about we never even had a constitution, so I don't even know what everybody's all freaked out about. There's a bunch of us have been saying this for about 10 years, if not longer, that Canada's never had a constitution or a confederation, because um, first of all, we officially became a sovereign country on December 11th, 1931, when the reign of Queen Victoria's monarchy ended here. But the Saxe Coburg Gotha bunch just came in here and switched the license plates on the car and continued on. And it's all defunct. This whole thing what we call government today is nothing but as good as your fiat currency. They're just a bunch of liars. It's all Freemasonic, and it's all based to the occult and all the Illuminati. The Jesuits. All these, they're all connected together. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. However, so you can go up there and keep donating all you want, and keep going down to your Queen's Parks and your rallies and stuff like that. Make sure you use your charter, because that's what everybody else likes to seem to do, because that's a guaranteed lose. So you can spend all your money in donations for that, and keep giving to all these, the on guards and the 4Ds and all these groups and stuff, because 3 years later, you ain't even seen one arrest. And meanwhile, people are just walking away, fist over dollar, laughing at everybody. Anyway, I probably got a lot more I could probably say. I I try and tell people to smarten up, man. Stop following. 80% of the bullshit you see out there on YouTube is nothing but crap, and all these people are following these people, and I don't do any chronology or any kind of these. I'm a flat realm kind of guy. I don't believe in NASA, and I don't believe in the total. It's a realm, right? I study things like well, here's a P1000 camera just so I can poke around, right? But I mean, you study things like holographic universe. This is Michael Talbot, right? Then there's this other one's over here, right? Electric Universe. That's by David Talbot. I mean, we're electrical, biological units here. I think they're not after us for our cash. They want our juice. It's in your heart, right? And it's not because you can work your whole life, get 15 years of bullshit, from kindergarten to grade 12. And then you can even get an advanced situation and pay for some university moron shit and get even seriously more indoctrinated, and pay more taxes and even known less, right, when it comes right down to it. And or you can give it the real program, right? Personally, I mean, what we have this thing called the government. The only thing they're good at is killing their own people. And if you ain't figured that out, well, come on, man. What do you got going on here now, right? Anyway, you can keep your donations and you can keep it, right? I just try and talk about the truth, and I'll be around. I'm not giving up on protesting or nothing. I'm not. Well, let's say I'm not giving up on protests. There never was real protesting. I was down there trying to figure out what the hell's going on and show people the right way to go. That's why I was bringing all my books and stuff down, because it wasn't about just dancing in the streets waving Canadian flags, the corporate flag. Anyway, I probably got more to say, but I'm tired and it's been kind of a crazy weekend. But yeah, I did get over to the Hungarian festival and on Saturday night, and the reason why I went was primarily for to catch up on Doug Ford and see what that action was going on about, considering we were out front of his house protesting for a good half a year every Saturday morning before Queen's Park. And then, so he might have been a familiar face to Steve. Well, he never really came out much anyway. The guy was too much of a coward if he was even in there. But, so yeah, that's why I went down to this gala, and it was interesting. Like I said, I felt like I was in They Live, and I'm glad I'm out of there, right? I didn't stick around, and to me it was just another assignment. I figured I had to get out of my way, get me out of the house. Okay guys, I hope you're all well. God bless you. I love you. Check in soon. Peace and love. Ciao.